Hello everybody and welcome to the Cryptid Comic YouTube channel. This is the first video I've been able to put my voice in. And I want to welcome all of you, everybody to the channel. And at the end we'll talk more about on the channel, what you're going to see on the channel in the future. But for now, let's jump straight into it. This is CS2. What to expect getting into it in 2024. Is it worth coming back? In my opinion, yes. Come on back, check it out. Anyways, let's jump straight into it. Let's get you to your content, guys. Leave a like below if you enjoy it. Check out some of my other content. Let's get in. What you're seeing here on your screen today is just some pretty raw, unedited. There is some jumps and some skips, but nothing fancy. Footage of some unranked competitive games on Nuke, and we'll give you a breakdown of why it's on Nuke later too. Don't worry. Yeah, we do miss our old Dust 2, but we'll get to that. Anyways, this is what to expect. CS has never been for the faint of heart, and coming back to CS, you should expect the same challenge. Even unranked players boast a heavy skill. Although they don't seem to chase the same type of desire to be the best on the leaderboard as some do. There is some very, very, very tricky people you'll run into in unranked. Some of them may be Smurfs, yes. Some of them get called hackers daily. I have a friend myself like that. And yeah. Anyways, coming back into CS, you can expect similar scenes that you saw in Counterstrike Source, Counterstrike Go.
We gotta go. So we gotta go into
yeah, no, it's very competitive. Still, I'd say honestly less toxic than it used to be. And the overall skill group of the players is honestly increased. I do find it slightly more challenging than it used to be, because even players that are considered unranked can boast a stronger challenge than most. And again, we'll get to that later in the video. Now, I know the very reason some of you clicked on this video is just to find out, is the skin economy still alive? How's the case market going? You have questions, you want to know, you have concerns. Yes, the market is at an all-time low. Keep in mind, the real-life economy is at an all-time low. Things in the United States are not going well, and Valve is a United States-based corporation. So that is one thing to keep in mind, but another thing to keep in mind is that there hasn't been any major content releases recently. There has not been any big updates. There hasn't been any weapon cases. The Kilowatt came out in February, but it just, come on, it had the inheritance in it. Other than that, it wasn't impressive. There was nothing even really valuable in there. To continue on, the case market is still very alive. The collectible skins are very still out there. Floats are getting more intricate than ever. You can still find rare specimens like case hardens and other things. There's still plenty of very, very expensive crates to be unboxed. Even if you want something as early as the first arms deal case, if you're looking for the Operation Bravo case, whatever you're looking for. You can get in souvenir cases. Stickers have a market. They all do. So, if cases is your thing and that's your concern, don't worry. Come on back to CS. Now, if there's any CS veterans out there, I'm sure you're wondering, what are the hackers like these days? I know I used to play CSGO back in the day, and hackers were still pretty bad back then, but, obviously, they had to go through the process. There was the Valve, the VAC ban, the anti-cheat, etc., etc. What is it like today? So, as of right now, it appears that Valve entirely has their VAC bans turned off for Counter-Strike. They do seem to be formulating some type of new and supposedly advanced AI anti-cheat. In the meantime, have implemented almost a karma system of sorts, where if you get reported enough for griefing or hacking or whatever, you'll get thrown in lobbies with other people who get reported for griefing and hacking, etc. Which, in theory, might work well, but they didn't take enough time to think out, well, what if somebody just had a really good game and then the whole team spam reports them for walls and names? That's 10 reports on you right there. And unfortunately, that does happen. We do very much so see very talented or even sometimes very lucky players who just get a random spontaneous ace get thrown in these cheater lobbies, and I do hope they address this. Now, To end things on a more relevant note, everybody's wondering, what's the competitive scene like? And on the esports side, it's still very live, and the competitions are still going on annually. Majors, minors, and even just go online and compete in tournaments. However, if you want to know what competitive looks like these days, it's in shambles. It's a shame, and the whole community honestly hates it. I've hopped in at least 10 counterstrike lobbies just asking the whole game, not even just my team, what are your thoughts on the current ranking system? Nobody, not a single person I've encountered, is pleased with the way they have ranking set up currently. For those of you who don't know, ranking is no longer truly based on your skill and how well you perform overall, even if it's in a large rotation of maps. Your rank for competitive, not premier, competitive, is now purely based off per map. So say I get Gold Nova 3 on Nuke. That rank is only exclusive to Nuke. It's not transferred to Dust, any other map. On all those other maps, Vertigo, Dust, Ancient, Anubis, no matter where it is, I'm considered an unranked player. Now personally, that displeases most of us. Most of us don't even like some of these maps, but occasionally, your map has a high queue time. A buddy wants to play that map. You have a friend who's new to the game, and you just want him to experience all the maps. You shouldn't be forced to play with a mixture of hackers and smurfs who are just 1000% saturating the unranked market right now and taking full advantage of the current ranking system. Personally, I'm not a fan. And like I said, I haven't encountered anybody who is a fan, and we don't have any announcement from Valve that they have any foreseeable plans to change it in the upcoming future. So that's a stay tuned to find out what happens there. But till the next time, guys, this has been Cryptid Comic, and I hope that's it for this time, guys. Thank you for checking out Cryptid Comic on YouTube. I appreciate you guys very much. If you enjoyed this, maybe just consider checking out some of my other content. Leave a like, subscribe, anything's appreciated. And I hope you enjoy whatever it is, your day, your night, your weekend, your life. Goodbye.